6:18, on my way into the facility. This is kind of the time I go in every single day. You know, the plays that we have the next day, I kind of draw them up on the board, be ready for practice, and just kind of be prepared for the day. So, you know, there's not a lot of big mistakes during practice that day. Honestly, I think it's going great. Defense has been getting us better. We've been getting the defense better. And overall, everybody's, you know, getting better as a whole. There's kind of like a matureness, you know, I don't feel like I've kind of approached it differently because I always want to approach it the same no matter, you know, what position I'm in. I think that's what's been able to keep me level-headed and been able to keep me moving. It's kind of being able to move on from play by play and not letting one play get me down, not letting one practice get me down, knowing that, you know, we still got another game, still got another practice. I think it's got to be. Fall camp's kind of like practice. You got to get, you know, the stuff you're preparing, the stuff that you're installing in. You don't have a lot of time. I mean, we got 3 weeks left, and soon we're going to be preparing for K-State during fall camp. So I think it's a lot of the young guys, a lot of the guys who weren't really able to play last year but have big roles this year, being able to step up in the fall camp and make big plays. I mean, the guys I can think of is Dom Overby, who's been able to make tremendous plays this fall camp, you know, whether that's down the field, whether that's blocking on a run play. I think he's done a good job on our offensive side. I think it's just the overall goal. You know, last year was the Big 12 championship, and unfortunately we lost. But I think it doesn't really change, and that's our same goal, is winning that Big 12 championship. And understanding that, you know, it takes a lot to get there. You can't really look ahead. Like I said, you got to go day by day. I want to prove that I can be able to go through my progressions, find the open guy, and not really make too many mistakes, mental mistakes, whether that's interceptions, bad reads, because my completion percentage was low last year, and I'll say it. That's kind of what I've been focusing on. To get me better. You know, obviously that comes with, you know, the help of the team, so I can't wait to see what we're able to do this season.
You know, I would just say overall I appreciate, you know, the intensity that I think we've been able to consistently practice with so far. You know, that's probably what I would say for this group up until this point. They've probably been the most consistent of that.
Hey, let's work today. We're going 3, 1, 2, 3.
Obviously the physical preparation of taking care of your body. Man, hydration, knowing it's gonna be warm, knowing I gotta be on the field to get myself better day in and day out if we're gonna be the best team we can be.
Go up there, prioritize, putting food in, putting fluids in so we can have a good lift.
My name is Johnny Solsberger, and I'm the dietitian for Iowa State football. We have multiple dietitians that help with fall camp because it's kind of an all hands on deck situation. We have Nicole Kiley, our assistant athletic director for sports nutrition, who oversees the whole nutrition department, and Abby Parizic, another dietitian here that has her hands on a lot of sports, including football. 15 student interns that help us day to day with all the operations. During fall camp, nutrition is really important because obviously they need to fuel to do what they need to do, aka play football. We feed them 4 times a day, 3 meals a day up here at the training table. 1 meal downstairs at our fueling station where we bring in an outside vendor. So we have position meeting room baskets where we have all their favorite snacks. We have pre-fuel out on the field before practice. They can really get whatever they want whenever they want. There's no shortage of food. Hydration is really important in fall camp because obviously in Iowa it's kind of the hottest time of the year. They're putting on full pads. Hydration is super important for performance, and then also making sure they're safe to practice. We don't want them going out to practice dehydrated, so we do a lot of hydration assessment, monitoring, and planning to help them make sure that they're replenishing their fluids every single day so they're good to go for the next day. The practices and water breaks, it's really just a bunch of running around, making sure people aren't cramping, trying to be proactive, making sure they don't cramp, or maybe people are cramping, so we're throwing pickle juice shots out, we're grabbing cold towels with the trainers, trying to help them. Post-practice, we make sure to get out maybe some fun items like frozen cherry juice packets, popsicles, extra watermelon, the Gatorade and the retro cans, anything to push hydration and make it a lot easier for them. Coach Campbell has been so great. You really couldn't ask for a better head coach that values nutrition. You secure habits a lot from Coach Campbell. Well, this is another area of habits that they build. I think that this team has grown substantially every single year in nutrition, and the level that they're at, honestly, I really couldn't be more proud.
We have to learn, we have to grow, we have to get better. There's some things in the videotape today that are positive, but on the flip side, when there's a positive, there's also a negative, and the negatives are the things that can get us beat in football games. And from an opportunity to really evaluate our football team, we feel really confident that we can go have a great scrimmage on Saturday and evaluate where this football team is. We're going to get ourselves started, and then we're going to go play football for about a good 2 hours. I would just tell you, a lot of stuff to learn and grow from. It's what I said before. We'll work from it, we'll grow from it, and we've got a huge week coming up. We come back on Monday and Tuesday ready to attack this thing, all right?
What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear.